What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into X-Men Red issue number 10. This is Vulcan versus Storm, the son of summers versus the goddess of the elements. While we are gonna see these two Omegas face off against one another, Abigail Brand's plans are crumbling before her. The Brotherhood of Arakko are making their play, and nobody is going to escape their justice. Now, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, we are picking up exactly where we left off. Storm versus Vulcan, the two Omegas standing off against one another. Vulcan letting it be known that he has been reborn. The fire inside of him is finally free, with Storm telling him that before she took it easy on him. She wants him to make his move. With Vulcan enraged, we see him burst into flame. As he goes freaking nuclear, we see this entire place begin to burn to ash. That is what jumps us over to the World Farm. The progenitors have been using their power to kind of open up Manifold, to see what's inside, to twist and turn him. As the progenitors ask Stellaris what they want them to do, they could reduce everything all down to a single noise using Manifold. With Cable recognizing what's going on, wanting to bring an end to all of this, he tells Cora to power him up. And while weaponless in, she sees this as blasphemy. Coming from Arakko, it has always been their belief that they don't do this conduit thing, that they don't help each other's powers out. Cora is quickly learning that that is no longer the case, that strength on top of strength does not equal weakness. With this, Cable is able to power himself up, grabbing hold of some of the progenitors' experiments that are nearby. As he gets ready to kick their butt, we jump back over to Arakko. While Vulcan is throwing everything he has at Storm, Storm is playing defense. She is letting him throw everything that he has. She tries to tell him that they are evenly matched, but his pride makes him believe that he is just too powerful, that there is no way she can stand this much longer. He truly believes that in the end, her Arctic will fail. He will burn up the ice that she creates and she will be burned to ash. As we jump up to the keep, Sword Station number 2, we have Abigail Brand, who is trying to figure out how her plans got spoiled. What she is quickly learning is that Mentello had turned on her. Abigail Brand had put contingencies in place to make sure everything went smoothly. What she did not anticipate was Mentello betraying her. That is when we see the Empress and everybody else, they teleport in behind Abigail Brand, because now it is time for her to face justice for everything that she has done. As we jump back over to the World Farm, we have Cable, who is just laying down the hate on Stellaris. As the progenitors go and attack Cable, with Manifold being able to get his breath. This is where he decides that he is gonna get rid of the progenitors. The problem right now is that Manifold cannot see the stars, or a landmark or something. He needs to be able to see this to use his power. He needs to know where he is. That is when Loktuka shows up behind his shoulder, showing him exactly where he is. His powers turn on, and he is able to get rid of the progenitors. He sent them all the way outside. Not sure exactly where, but he does believe that he sent them back to where they came from. So very far away that at least for now, they're not a concern. With our team getting out of here, we are picking back up with the Empress and Abigail Brand. The Empress is letting her know that her schemes, her plotting, it is all coming to an end. That is when Abigail Brand, she takes the opportunity to try and body slide out of here. While she is successful in doing so, going to a very secret location, Abigail Brand is trying to get her thoughts, trying to figure out how she's gonna get out of this. What Abigail didn't didn't know, not until it was too late, is that somebody is already here. That somebody is the Fisher King. He lets her know that she is an enemy of Arakko. For their enemies, there is only destruction. As we pick back up with our Omega battle, we have Vulcan that is burning everything surrounding them, trying to take out the very molecules in the air that would give Storm any kind of water or precipitation. He is trying to cut her off from the resources. He has stolen the sky from her, and now it is only a matter of time before she is taken down. At least that is what Vulcan believes. That is when we see the rain come pouring down, with Storm putting out his fire. She lets him know that it was Omega against Omega, that their gifts will always match each other, and so combat is decided by how they apply the gifts. What Vulcan saw as weakness was simply restraint. She let him waste himself out, pointless feats of grandeur to soothe his petty insecurities. She waited for her moment to strike. Vulcan still confused, not understanding how she was able to strike when he left nothing but fire and ash, asking where did you summon this rain from? With Storm saying that the difference between them is that he is a king and he fights like one. He summons his power as if it were his subject, but she is not a mere queen. She has no subjects. She only has equals. That is where from the mountainside we see Wrong Slide, the mind that shapes the rocks, formed an underground chamber for her. Sobenar filled that up with an endless ocean, and Lotus Logos, he shielded it with a lining of Mysterium, letting Vulcan know that these are her equals. These are her people. Obviously, Vulcan enraged with the fact that she needed a team to fight him, that they were waiting in ambush, that she needed help, bringing into question the fact that these are warriors of Arakko. He used to have respect for them, that they didn't help each other out in this manner, but they have come to learn. While Vulcan has learned nothing, this is where Lotus uses his powers. He encapsulizes Vulcan in Mysterium, almost like he is turning him to stone. The Mysterium is going to absorb his fire. It'll be strengthened by it. Now, Storm does believe that he could escape this, but it would really require a subtle approach, not one that she believes Vulcan can do. She believes that Vulcan is going to use everything in his power, just brute force, to try and break out. And in doing so, it is only going to make the Mysterium stronger. But her concern with killing Vulcan is that if he is resurrected, in death he could possibly evolve. He could become stronger. Now, it is simply just a possibility. It doesn't happen with every resurrection. But the Great Ring of Arakko, they are finally beginning to realize that there are threats on Vulcan's level, that there probably are going to be bigger ones on the horizon, that they want to adopt these new words, the ones like help. They are going to adapt all of these new tactics, and they are going to see what they are truly capable of. They are going to do this all in the name of Brotherhood. That is what takes us over to Solaris. As he activates the emergency override, we see the ball start to come apart. We see the old man. We see the spade. Because inside this ball is none other than Sinister the Spade. This ball is one giant medical support system to keep his old body alive, refusing to die, preparing yet another orb. He says that he simply has too much to do. The mutants of Earth, they were about to face his full vengeance. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. A beautiful fight between Vulcan and Storm, though I do wish it was a little bit longer. I wish we had gotten a couple more pages, maybe some more panels, just showing the two of them duking it out. But at the end of the day, what they are letting us know is that these two are evenly matched. Both of them being Omegas, both of them just being stupid powerful. The way that the battle is fought is going to determine who wins the fight. That brute strength alone, it simply cannot win. But more than that, Storm has been trying to unite the people of Arakko. It has slowly been progressing. It has been moving forward. But Vulcan wants to rule as a king. He wants everyone to be below him, to be his subjects. As the people of Arakko, they begin to learn what the conduit truly means. We are seeing this slowly implemented throughout the ranks. Even the Great Ring now adopting the fact that they can help each other out. That Storm, she could have possibly lost this fight, but she doesn't want to reign over anybody. She has adamantly said that she is not a queen. That the people of the Great Ring, the people of Arakko, are all her equals. Now, if this had been a year ago, maybe they wouldn't have helped out. Maybe Vulcan could have won this fight. But so much has changed on Arakko with the Great Ring, with the people themselves. But this is still not a true test on who would win when it comes to Vulcan and Storm. Because Storm was holding back the entire time. She was waiting for an opportunity to strike. Had she not had backup, I would have liked to see how Storm would have fought against him. It would have been nice to see a real all-out battle to the death, Omega versus Omega. But really what this comic is telling us is that that is not necessary any longer. That unity under the Brotherhood, under Arakko, they are stronger together. And then of course we have to talk about Stellaris. Many of you guys had theorized that this was in fact a sinister, but it is now officially confirmed that this is the Spades sinister. Living all of this time, being able to do so because he created himself a medical support system. His body unable to live outside of this thing for more than a day. He is not done taking on the mutants of Earth. Now, I think there is one more sinister out there that we have yet to see. Many people have theorized that it might be Mother Righteous, which might make sense. It's going to be interesting to see if that is in fact the case. But let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything going on with this series, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on everything happening with X-Men Red. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having 5 different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to getting free comics every single month. Not only does this help out the channel, but you are also getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you are unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.